When the Detroit Lions traded TJ Hawkinson to a division rival Minnesota Vikings, I myself was wondering, what are we doing? It wasn't the trade that caught me off guard, but the division rival that caught me off guard. We all knew the time was coming. TJ, we've been hearing rumblings that he wanted to be traded or he wanted some money, and he was coming on the last year of his contract. But the Detroit Lions, Brad Holmes, being kind of the genius that he is, decided to get some draft capital for TJ, and in turn, we needed a tight end. Now, we did draft James Mitchell last year, and we wind up taking Sam Laporta out of tight end university, George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, Noah Fant, and now Sam Laporta. And shout out to my guy, Mr. Poole, man, who told me long before the draft that don't be surprised if Sam Laporta was the pick because he was a Dan Campbell type of guy. And the Detroit Lions, we know how good this guy can be. We saw minicamp training or OTAs. We saw like he was kind of the best player on the field for the offense during that time. And it looks like he is continuing that during training camp as well. During day 3, he made a spectacular catch getting high off the ground. Here's what all Lions fan nation had to say. The Detroit Lions are hoping that tight end Sam Laporta is able to make plays and athletic catches similar to the one he made on day 3 of training camp. Laporta, on the receiving end of a dart from quarterback Jared Goff, that's the second time we've heard that today, high-pointed a toss over veteran linebacker Alex Anzalone that dazzled onlookers and offensive teammates. The photo, which has started to gain attention online, showcased Sam Laporta's vertical ability. And here is that photo that they are speaking of. Look at the height, Sam Laporta there, and that's kind of a depth of field shot as well. So I'm sure he's higher than he actually looks. You got Ben Johnson there, Will Harris looking like he's intrigued. I can say, man, Alex Anzalone, to be an old man, he got some hops. I know he's approaching 30. There's Ife Melifonwu, and number 27 escapes me right now. But Sam Laporta went and got that thing. Look how high he is. I know it's a depth. These bleachers, too, by the way, are where you will be sitting for training camp. This is actually the far side of it right here near the end. They run the entire length of the field. So this is what it looks like. But look at that. I mean, the camera's a little lower, so it looks higher than it is, but we still can tell dude is off the ground. He got those ups, man. And this is going to be fantastic. I can honestly say TJ Hawkinson made some very, very good catches for us. There was one, I want to say it was the Seattle game when TJ was going off, diving, doing all types of things, snatching it. So I'm not going to take away from TJ Hawkinson, but Sam Laporta, he has the ability to be even better than TJ. Here's what Dan Campbell had to say coming out of day 3. Talking about the rookies getting better. Same with Sam Laporta, same with Brian Branch, Jack Campbell. I would say all of those guys, Campbell continue. Man, you see just small improvement every day, and that's all you can ask for. And really, once we get pads on, they're going to go back down to here because they haven't done it after they haven't been around the vets and this type of talent and speed and all those things. Then they'll build their way back up and get a little bit better. They'll adjust to the speed, adapt to it, hopefully, and will be good. He was talking about how the rookies are getting a little better, getting better than they were yesterday. He mentioned that Jahmyr Gibbs is better than he was yesterday. Some things that he needed to work on, he would work on them today, and that Dan Campbell has seen improvement in the rookies. So this is fantastic. It's very, very similar to what he said last year about Hutch. Like Hutch was coming number 2 pick, and we were all, I myself love Aiden Hutchinson, and we were excited about what the kid can do. And we heard these very similar things from Dan Campbell. And I think what he's trying to do, too, is keep these young men grounded, keep the rookies grounded so they don't want them to get too far, too much of a big head, too ahead of themselves, and not focus on what needs to be done, which is getting better than you were yesterday. So Sam Laporta, man, our offense is going to be scary. Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta. Then we got Brian Branch on the defensive side. It's going to be scary, and I think it's going to be better than last year. But as far as the offense is concerned, I think that when the offense comes out, Sam Laporta, TJ Hawkinson is already a distant memory, but when this kid comes out, he's got the ability to be even better than TJ, and that's why the Detroit Lions drafted him where they did. Surprisingly, in the second round, Hearing that Dan Campbell might have taken him even in the first, but they played it close to the chest, and he was there in the second round. So both of those guys were Branch and him. So let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Sam Laporta's hops, man, and how do you think he will be for us this season? You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.